The follow-up is simple. Ask a question, listen to the answer, then follow up. I'm your host, Noah Kozlov. Enjoy.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of The Follow-Up. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and every week we sit on my bed and have a conversation about something I want to talk about. And this week, we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs.
All right, so you've got a bracket made.
Yes, I'm in my own bracket.
Don't show it to the camera, yeah, because then you reveal everything.
I'll show them later.
And so we're recording this on Sunday before the other game ones start. There were 4 game ones on Saturday. The Jazz beat the Mavs in one game. The Warriors beat the Nuggets. The Wolves beat the Grizzlies, and the Sixers
beat the Raptors.
Beat the Raptors all on Saturday. So we're recording this on Sunday before the other 4 series jump out. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go through the bracket.
So
this is the bracket you made, and start at the top with the West.
In my bracket, I think the Suns will win and the Jazz will win.
Well, I would go through who the Suns are playing.
Okay, so Suns are playing the Pelicans.
And then maybe if you have a reason why, or if you have a question, go ahead.
Suns are playing the Pelicans, and the Mavs are playing the Jazz. And the winner of the Suns against the Pelicans and the winner of the Mavs against the Jazz will play each other.
Right.
So I think the Suns will play the Jazz because they're both very good teams. And I think just because their Suns are best in the West, so I think they can beat the Pelicans, who are the 8th seed.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think the Jazz, because the Mavs don't have Luka.
Right.
So I think the Jazz can win.
Yep. So I would say for the Suns, I think the Pelicans are a great story. I think they'd be thrilled to win a game in that series.
Yeah.
The trade for C.J. McCollum was great. Herb Jones has been awesome. The Pelicans have been a lot of fun to watch. The Suns have they've been the best team in the league all year.
Right.
For the most part, 64 wins. And they are without a doubt the best team in basketball. And I think you're right with the Jazz and the Mavericks. It's without Luka, that's tough. Okay, then the bottom part of the West bracket.
Warriors playing the Nuggets and the Grizzlies are playing the Wolves.
Okay.
So I think that the Warriors are going to beat the Nuggets, and I think the Grizzlies are going to beat the Wolves because the Grizzlies have Ja Morant, who is really good, and I think he can help them even though they lost game 1.
Okay. And the Warriors Nuggets?
So the Warriors will play the Grizzlies. I think.
Yeah, I think the Warriors with Steph coming back, limited role in game 1, but it is the Nuggets and Jokic is great. Might be the MVP, but there's it's just a bad matchup for the Nuggets. They just don't have enough defensively to hang with the Warriors. And the Grizzlies Wolves series is going to be awesome. I do too think that the Grizzlies are going to come back and win that, even though they lost the game on their home floor. But the Wolves offense has been the best in basketball in this calendar year. So starting in 2022.
Yes.
So the Grizzlies are going to have to figure something out. All right. So then you've got.
And then I think the Suns are going to beat the Jazz when they play, and I think the Warriors are going to beat the Grizzlies.
Wow, that'd be so wild to have the Warriors back in the Western Conference Finals. Okay.
And then I think that the Suns will play the Warriors, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Suns are going to beat the Warriors.
I agree.
So the Suns go to the finals.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
And now let's go to the Eastern Conference.
Well, earlier you said you had a question for me about about something, and I said, "Well, save it for the podcast."
Why are the Jazz called the Jazz when Utah is not where Jazz was developed?
Right. So they used to be. Nope. They used to be the New Orleans Jazz. Way back. It used to be the New Orleans Jazz when Pistol Pete Maravich was their star. And then they moved to Utah.
But why didn't they change their name?
But that's what happens. They kept their name. Just like
very weird.
So the Los Angeles Lakers. You know a lot of lakes in Los Angeles? No.
They were in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, where there's
lakes.
Thousands of lakes. So then they kept their name.
Right.
Yeah. So sometimes when teams move, they change names. But not all the time. Like the Memphis Grizzlies, Any Grizzly Bears in Memphis? Nope. They used to be the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Where's
There's some
Vancouver?
Canada. Okay.
Okay.
Eastern
Now let's
Conference.
So, Heat are playing the Hawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I started. So, the Heat are playing the Hawks, and I think the Heat are gonna beat first seed, and these are gonna be the 8th seed.
I think so too. It hasn't happened very often where the 8 beats the 1.
No. But-
Trey Young's awesome to watch, but I don't think it happens.
Yeah. I think the Sixers are gonna beat the Raptors.
So they looked great in game 1.
Yeah.
I still think the Raptors are going to win this series somehow, but
Yeah.
I hope they don't. Obviously,
Right. So I'm gonna say the
I hope
Sixers
not.
are gonna
But
win.
you're going to pick the Sixers. Okay, I hope you're right.
Bucks against Bulls. I think Bucks are gonna win. Celtics against Nets. I think Celtics are gonna win.
And that is going to be a great
Yeah.
series.
But I think Celtics are gonna win. So then,
Why do you think the Celtics are going to win?
I don't know. I just feel like I think that'll be a great series, but I just took a guess there.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think
just a
because
guess.
they have a better seed, I just chose that. But that doesn't always matter. I just chose that because I have no idea.
Yeah, I think the Celtics defense
Yeah.
is good enough. The offense has been great, but the defense has been outstanding.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I would be a
Yeah.
guess. I'd be taking a guess too.
So I'm gonna go back to the top.
Okay.
So the Heat will play the Sixers. That's what I think,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the Heat are gonna win.
Okay.
I don't think the Sixers are gonna win that one. If they actually go into that.
Okay.
And then I think the Bucks are gonna play the Celtics, and the Celtics are not the Celtics. I meant the Bucks are gonna win.
I agree.
So then I think the Heat are gonna play the Bucks, and I think the Bucks are gonna win.
Why?
I have strong confidence that I think they can win because they won last year,
Mhm.
and I think Giannis going up against the Heat will be good because he's just really strong. I think just
Yeah.
in general, but also in basketball skills.
Yeah, Giannis, Chris Middleton,
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, and the Bucks. They did it. There's something to be said for having been there and gaining that experience. Yeah. Okay. So now your finals is a rematch.
Right, Suns versus Bucks.
Now this has happened a lot in NBA history. Rematches, a ton. And usually it's when LeBron is involved because he went to all those finals with the Cavs, all those finals with the Heat. He went to, I think it was 8 straight finals. So then they played the Spurs a few times in a row. It was Warriors, Cavs 4 years in a row. Back in the 80s, we used to have Celtics, Lakers in back-to-back. We had Bulls, Jazz in 97 and 98, the last 2 Jordan years. So this has happened a lot. It is not unusual to have a rematch of the finals.
Yeah.
Okay?
So Suns are gonna, I think, play the Bucks, and I think the Suns are gonna win because they have
so
a
too.
bunch of good players.
Yeah.
And wait, question. What's his name who was out for the finger?
What's that?
What's his name who was out for the last weeks because of the finger injury?
Chris Paul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. And
Who else do you like on the Suns?
Devin Booker.
Uh-huh.
Because I think those two, because when they play together, they're very
They're outstanding. How about
And-
their center?
They're right.
Remember their center?
No.
He was the number 1 pick in Mo's draft.
No, I don't remember.
His initials are DA.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, DeAndre.
Yeah, and he's really good too.
Mhm.
So
And they've got great depth. They have Mikal Bridges, who
yeah,
went to Villanova. You know, he's never missed a game. He never missed a game. He's never missed a game in the NBA.
it's amazing.
It is
But he's
amazing.
never gotten hurt.
Nope, never missed a game. And the Sixers drafted him and then traded him for Zaire Smith, who got sick and never played, and another first round pick. And the Sixers should have stuck with Mikal Bridges. Would have been a completely different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the Suns have. They're really good in the clutch, meaning down the stretch of a close game. The Suns are really good.
Yeah, and they're very good in defense and offense.
Mm-hmm. And they have a really good coach.
Really everything.
Yep, really good coach. They're deep. Then Cam Johnson off the bench and other guys off the bench. So they have depth at different positions. And the Suns have never won the title either. So that would be exciting.
They've gone 3 times and
Mhm.
never won.
Yeah,
No, they've gone 9 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Sixers have gone 9 times and won 3 times. But no team has ever been to the finals 3 times without a championship. Well, only 3 times, I should say, and not a championship. So the Suns are due. That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. All right, so
Now
now,
they have 3 players.
so now you can show your bracket.
Okay, that's my bracket. I feel a little hard to see.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a great playoffs.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, great
With
playoffs.
lots of fun games to watch, like if my prediction was right, Suns and Jazz. And I think the most exciting one, is going to be the Celtics and Nets.
Yeah, so when I look at your bracket, I think the series I'm most looking forward to are this one right here,
Same.
Wolves Grizzlies. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be great, and then whoever the Warriors play next, I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This whole side of the bracket, the bottom half of the bracket,
Yeah.
is going to be a lot of fun. I think Suns Warriors, Warriors Grizzlies, or Warriors
And
Wolves.
I think
that's going to be great.
Celtics
and then
Nets will be so fun.
Celtics Nets will be great. Sixers Raptors are going to be great.
And I think
And
if
then
my prediction is right, Bucks Celtics will be fun too.
Whoever plays the Bucks next will be great
Yeah.
too, because I mean, even if it was Bucks Nets like last year, that Nets Bucks series was nuts with
with
Kevin Durant's
Yeah.
toe touching the line.
That was Kevin. I thought that was James Harden. Was it?
Yeah, it was Durant. Yeah, that was
Oh
Durant.
my god. Did he make it?
Yeah, but his toe was on the line. It was a 2 instead of a 3. So yeah, it was.
It's
that
tied
was
the game and I wanted to.
right, and then they lost. But it would have been nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember watching, playoffs as a kid. I used to stay up a little bit later with Dad and with Grandpa and watch.
What do you like about the playoffs that's different that you like from just like the regular season or the games?
Just every game matters more.
Yeah.
Because it's it's not like the play-in game where it's just the one game and you're in or you're out. But now it's best of 7. So there's what are you staying up? You staying up too late watching games? Getting tired already? It just matters. Each game matters more,
Yeah.
and I like seeing, because in a series, you play the same team over and over again. So then the coaching staff, and the players can make some adjustments. So like, oh, that's how they're defending him this game because of what happened last game, or let's see how the officials handle Joel Embiid because he's used to going to the free throw line so much. Things are just different in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it makes it more
And
interesting.
I think I also liked about it, same with you, but also it's like get to see the players every single time they play. So it's like, okay, so if they did this last game, but I'm surprised they didn't do this time. Or I wonder what their strategy is this time because they lost last game.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what the Raptors' strategy. When do they play? Monday?
I think so.
I wonder what the Raptors' strategy is because I'm sure they'll have to make a few adjustments because they lost on Saturday.
Right, and they got to figure out what to do with Tyrese Maxey. I mean, he got 38 points.
I know,
Yeah, it was
so
nuts. But and also, I like that when the players,
And like against Joel Embiid.
when they're playing each other over
Yeah.
and over and over again, they start to like really dislike each other. So things get a little bit more physical.
Yeah.
They
Which ones do you
they
think-
talk some trash a little bit more.
Which
Just
one
much
did
more
you think
the
is
heightened.
going to be the most like that?
Grizzlies, Wolves.
Why?
Just 2 young teams that really want to prove something. So those 2 teams are going at it. Like even Anthony Edwards from the Wolves.
That.
Even Anthony Edwards from the Wolves after the game on Saturday night said that the Memphis fans were nuts, and he said the worst ones were the kids. He said, I had 8 to 10-year-old kids telling me how terrible I am and telling me to sit down. He said, it's great. That's what he loves it.
Okay, I don't get anything that you said there, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I
They're
do.
8 to 10-year-old
but-
kids in the stands
Right.
yelling at Anthony
Yeah, but
Anthony
then-
Edwards.
Yeah, but I don't get the point why you said I love that.
Because it fuels him. He gets it motivates him because these fans are yelling at him, telling him he's terrible. He's like, well then I'll show him how great I am. Yeah, they use it as motivation.
Yeah.
When someone's negative to you, you can use it as motivation. All right, nice picks. I love you.
Love you.